turn it on. If I can. But they could go get a job as a traveling nurse and make triple of what they
I thought I calculated it properly, but I didn't. I did it by 180 days, not how many hours.
My son's going to be fifth, my daughter's going to
Mr. Short. Mrs. Drury. Ms. Heen. Mr. Montani. Mrs. Sexton. Mrs. Trainer. Mr. Oliver. Dr. Mariano.
Thank you. On to public comments on agenda items. Mr. Foley.
We'd like to invite any resident or taxpayer of the Chartiers Valley School District who wishes to address the board to please sign in and state your name and address when you approach the board. We appreciate your interest. Please keep your comments to 3 minutes. Thank you. Kim, did anyone sign up to speak on current agenda items?
Yes, we have 2 people that signed up. First person, Emily Marco.
Ellen Marco, 43 Clearview Drive, Scott. I just wanted to comment on 612, the superintendent consultant. As we have mentioned in past meetings, we would like to make sure that there is a round where staff members, part of the school community, parents, community members are involved in part of the interview process, as we've had in past superintendent hires. So that we can either have a meet to the people that are, potentially up for the position.
That never happened since I've been on board.
That happened with Dr. Bennett.
Did not. No, did not.
The part of the community was involved.
Oh, well, certainly. I would hope that Dr. Guerrero would invite different sections of the community and have opportunities in many ways for the employees to provide input. But all of those people do not know the candidates prior to them being presented at a board meeting for a while.
Just to add a sentence on that, what we would be doing is 2 things. We would be providing an in-person and an online opportunity for our stakeholders to provide their input for the board and what they would like to see in a new superintendent. So it'll be a very open and transparent process.
I would also like to request that the process be shared, like the different steps and how long it would take for each of those and how many rounds, because that information wasn't provided the first time.
We'll be publishing on the website both the job description of the new superintendent and also a, emphasize the word flexible timeline for selecting the new superintendent.
Are you using the information that was already collected from the first round from the public and the staff? That information was never shared publicly?
We'll share the data.
Do you have the data from the first consultant?
No, but I will use what's available. I mean, it'd be foolish not to, but we'd like to start the process anew.
Okay, so will you be documenting and like sharing the different steps of your process? Meaning, like, we will be interviewing, but we're like all the steps that you're doing, because this didn't happen the first time. You just were like, hey, we're gonna hire this person.
No, that did happen. Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
There were publications of what employees were to meet with Mr. Templeton. That was very public and provided that board meeting.
I'm talking about the whole hiring process, from beginning to end, that he milestone steps. That will be called transparency, and I'm just asking that you share with the community the different steps that you'll take.
We certainly will, and we started this evening on 6.12 with a timeline.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Samantha Fuller.
Good evening, Samantha Fuller, 1452 Greenview Road, Scott Township. I'm here tonight to express my disappointment and deep concern regarding the recent decision, well, it's on the agenda for tonight, to contract out our school nursing services instead of hiring full-time dedicated nurses. This change has significant implications, particularly for students who rely on consistent and reliable health care during the school day.
Wait, let me tell you, do you know that any nurses that leave behind? I'm being serious. Because they can't find two nurses. That's why.
Well, as a parent of a child who requires daily visits to the nurse, consistency and trust are paramount. The relationship between a student and their school nurse is built on familiarity and understanding. My child, for instance, formed a strong bond with Nurse Lexi at the intermediate school, who played a crucial role in managing his health needs and ensuring that he felt safe and supported throughout the school day. With the shift to contracted services, I am left wondering, number one, how will the school ensure that my child receives consistent care from a familiar nurse rather than a rotating or unfamiliar staff member? Number two, what measures are being put in place to guarantee that contracted nurses have the same level of training and commitment as full-time staff, particularly in the context of building trusting relationships with students? Number three, how will the transition to contracted nursing services affect the overall quality of care and the availability of nurses to handle emergencies or daily health routines? The health and well-being of our students should be a top priority, and I worry that this decision may compromise the quality of care they receive. I urge the board to reconsider this approach, or at the very least provide clear answers to these questions so that parents like myself can be assured that our children's needs will be met with the same level of care and compassion they have previously experienced. While I understand there is a shortage of nurses, I feel that having a dedicated staff member as a school nurse is critical, it's crucial. And I hope that, I read that it's a year-long contract, so does that mean we're just not going to be looking anymore?
What they do, just so clear, they will hire a full-time person, but they have no applicants for many trials. So we have to open school, so we need to have a temporary person. You have to remember they're a nurse and then they're certified from the PEP. You just
plus of service. And if you, don't realize that there's not too many people in our Commonwealth that can say they've been on a Pennsylvania school board for 45 years.
Because
And
nobody
so,
should be exactly.
I'd like to
Nobody should be on a school board that long.
It's well preserved. And I think your father was also
Greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Okay, on to the solicitor's report. Anything from the solicitor this evening?
I do not have a report for the public meeting.
Okay, on to the board meeting minutes. Motion to add to the agenda the board meeting minutes for July 9th, 2024, July 21st, 2024, and July 29th, 2024, for the August 27th, 2024 legislative board meeting. Motion made by Mr. Holder, may I have a second?
Tonight.
Second by Mr. Montani. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to add to the agenda the AIC hearing contract for the August 27th, 2024 legislative meeting? Second. Made by Mr. Holder, second by Mr. Shore. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to add to the agenda the tuition contract for the Bradley Center for the 2024-2025 school year, the August 27th, 2024 legislative board meeting? Motion made by Mr. Holder. May I have a second? Second by Ms. King. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to add to the agenda the new school service agreement for the 2024-2025 school year for the August 27th, 2024 legislative meeting? Motion made by Mr. Holder, second by Mr. Montani. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to add to the agenda the AIU revision support contract at Southwood for the 2024-2025 school year for the August 27th, 2024 legislative meeting? Motion made by Mrs. Trainer, and a second by Mr. Rollinger. Any discussion on this item? I have to say that they do a wonderful job. Son takes advantage of that, and they really do. All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to add to the agenda the Deborah Turtle Creek Valley MHMR Incorporated Master Services Agreement for the 2024-2025 school year for the August 27th, 2024 legislative meeting? Motion made by Mr. Holder, second by Ms. King. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to add to the agenda the maximum healthcare services agreement for the August 27th, 2024 legislative meeting? Motion made by Mr. Holder, do I have a second? Second by Mr. Martini. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. Motion to add to the agenda the Edge 90 services proposal for all athletic teams for $5,500 for the August 27th, 2024 legislative meeting. Second by Mr. Holder, second by Mr. Shore. Any discussion on this item?
Yeah, can this be, explained in more detail for everybody?
Yeah, absolutely. So Edge 90 is a mental skills coach. They also provide a online platform for athletes to take surveys, and it is a reporting service. It can go back to coaches, can go back to administration, can go back to parents, just to help motivate our athletes and kind of change the culture of their thinking, so that it's be positive, as well as Edge 90 is backed by Presenting Performance, which Presenting Performance is a a training service for the NFL. They train college athletes getting ready to enter the NFL draft. Edge 90 is a sponsor for Resetting Performance. They also work with Drexel, Cal U, they're backed by AHN in Geneva College. So we would be the first high school in the area that would work with Edge 90. This is a local company based out of Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, and we would use a platform underneath Think Sync, which is a proactive approach to mental wellness experience and data analysis for culture calculator reporting. All of this would tie in with the business owner, so the business owner would come in and meet with our teams. There are more opportunities for our teams to work with this individual and his team. This business owner graduated from Clarion University, so right down the road, and wants to give back to athletes throughout the area. So there's definitely more that is available through Edge 90, but we want to go with the base package. They test it out for a year, see if that will work for our athletes and our coaching staff. If so, then great, then we can continue to work with them. If not, then we can look elsewhere. This is a platform that would work with our chill program as well.
Yeah,
So it wouldn't replace anything there. It's just an additional service for our athletes.
Yeah.
So the chill bus is at the core, or the chill program is at the core schools for the students while they're in school or somewhere after school. But it is all back.
Correct. Yeah, for every team.
All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to approve the season pass prices for the fall athletics for the 2024-2025 school year for the August 27th, 2024 legislative.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Olger, second by Ms. King. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? No. The motion passes. May I have a motion to approve the administrative support personnel agreement for July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2029?
So moved.
Motion made by Mr. Second. May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Montani. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to approve the human resources report for August 13th, 2024? Motion made by Mr. Olger, second by Ms. King. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes. Congratulations. Motion to approve, or may I have a motion to approve Joseph Piankiero, the superintendent consultant, to lead superintendent search for the amount not to exceed $5,000?
Second.
Made by Mr. Olger, second by Mr. Shore. Any discussion on this item? All in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? The motion passes.
Mr. President, just a quick note, as you know, I'm on Parkway Board with 12 other school districts, and these other school districts have used Dr. Joe, and
really hard, here over the past week. They have, ripped out the entire, curb and started working towards, the far end of the track, so.
Right, and that's what the picture shows, so if anybody wants to see that, we're gonna update
They
it.
completely took all the debris out of there, so,
Right.
looks really good.
And from what I understand, they're still on track, to meet the deadline, which is, I think, the September 13th, first home football.
Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Older, public comments on non-agenda.
Again, did anyone sign up to speak on non-agenda items this evening? If so, please state your name and address when you approach the board. We appreciate your interest. Please keep your comments to 3 minutes.
We have one person, Samantha Finn.
Hello again, Samantha Fulmer, 1452 Green Tree Road, Scott Township. I would like to express my concerns and to seek clarification regarding the recent, as of just a few minutes ago, financial decisions made by the board, particularly in light of our current financial distress. It is well known that we had to dip into our reserves just to balance this year's budget, which raises serious questions about the sustainability of our financial planning. Given these circumstances, I find it perplexing that we are able to allocate funds for several significant expenditures, including, number 1, Edge 90 Athletic Mental Health Platform. Why are we investing additional resources into a platform specifically for athletes when we already have the Chill Project, which is designed to support the mental health of our entire student population? Shouldn't our focus be on expanding services that benefit all students rather than duplicating efforts for a select group? Number 2, curriculum analysis. What specific outcomes are we expecting from this investment, and how does it directly benefit our students, especially when we are cutting other essential services? Number 3, paying the interim superintendent to act as a consultant for the superintendent search. How is this expense being justified at a time when every dollar should be scrutinized and prioritized for student services and classroom support? Doesn't the amount we are already paying the interim cover this cost? Number 4, commissioning a sustainable staffing report. While planning for the future is important, how are we funding this report, and what immediate impact will it have on our current staffing challenges? In a time of financial distress, when we are already pulling from our reserves, it is crucial that every expenditure is transparent, justified, and directly tied to educational outcomes of our students. I urge the board to provide a detailed explanation of how these initiatives are being funded and to reconsider whether these expenditures are truly necessary at this time. Thank you. Oh, one more thing, I have 31 seconds. Our community deserves to understand how and why these decisions are being made, especially when they may come at the cost of essential services and long-term financial stability. I understand that some of you don't have children in this district, but we do. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever it is, it needs to stop. I just don't understand this carelessness and just spending. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to announce that our next legislative board meeting is on the 22nd.
Mr. President, can I do comments, if I may? Is that okay?
Motion to adjourn, you can say after we adjourn. So
gentleman in Starbucks, he's a turf installer. He lives in the district, he does it part-time, on the side. He is installing turf that we took off the football field a couple of years ago. It was full to his board, and it was not useful. He could not use it. A few board members here, including myself, we wanted to keep that turf and install it on another one of our fields, so our students and constituents would have 24/7 to get to another one. Make a long story short, he explained to me, he was waiting for a couple of church ball fields, and they were pleased as punch to have this turf. So, make a long story short, we were lied to by that administration and the past, I was a little discouraged by that, we put that in the field. And we did ask the union of our church, then to the different schools, to take that out and put it down there. I'm gonna make sure we directly. And this gentleman was covering a softball field for a couple of churches. We lost that again. Oh, and one other thing, congratulations to our board member Mitch, he recently got married, and all the best of luck to you and his love life.
I think it's not talking enough for 47 years.